Hi everyone. I'm like really fed up with a lot of things. I'm seething right now. And I'm going to try and be as calm as I can in putting forth this stupid little video. But I am really getting tired of how stupid people act. I'm really tired of the fact they just roll over while all of our rights systematically are being stripped from us. Do you understand what it is that people are being prohibited from being able to use the First Amendment? Do you understand what it means to have the Second Amendment restricted? Do you understand that the Fourth Amendment, when there are checkpoints and there are cops that tell you that we need to search your vehicle? I mean, you're going from your house to the grocery store to go to your son's baseball game, and time is taken out of your day, could be hours. Some idiot with a badge and a gun wants to stop and question you and look in your car. The majority of people say yes, and it's stunning to me. Shouldn't be. It, for whatever reason, it shouldn't be. But they say, oh yeah, I'm gonna. It's really moronic. I don't know what it. Why don't people just think about what they're being asked? Can't you ask a question like, isn't that against like a right of mine? Don't you need to have a warrant? Can I just go on about my day? I've had some place I've got to go. There's really no reason. I promise I'm not Al-Qaeda. I'm not a terrorist. No, this is not a detonator. This is a cell phone. And people just roll over. When there was the story recently of a man that was filming police. I don't know what he was filming them doing. It's really none of the police's business. Police are supposed to be peace officers. Police are supposed to serve and protect. Maybe this guy felt there was a reason why he should be filming the police, regardless of whether or not the cops liked it. He was exercising his First Amendment rights. And if you don't exercise, you will lose, like my waistline. But the cops decide to start tussling with this man physically. They attacked him. He had, the gentleman that they attacked had a dog that was in his vehicle, who was alarmed at the fact that his master was getting attacked, so it came out of the vehicle to protect its master, and the cops shot it to death. Now, most people are going to, if anybody that watches will say, well, the cops feared for their life. It's like, why didn't the cops just talk to the guy, like, rationally, understand that he was within his rights and walk away? Why aren't people asking why these more and more cops are acting more and more thuggish? This is a dangerous precedent. Do you understand in history, if you will just pick up a fucking book and look at it, that there's the SS, there were the brown shirts, there were the capos, which were, during World War II, they were a group of Jews that decided to work with the SS to terrorize their own people. And there was many that enjoyed doing it. And right now, there are lines being drawn in society, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not, as to how you're going to conduct yourselves. And there's going to be good police officers, and there's going to be these thugs from hell that are going to, and that's not the only story, by the way. There are stories And you know, there are things that I've seen online, that I've read about, that these are not cops. And you get into the mix that you know, and it's presented as something wonderful, that, you know, Russian troops are going to be helping U.S. military out at security events. And there's going to be you idiots out there. Oh, how nice! You know, the Russians are cooperating with us. That's just lovely. And really, I want to shake you. To be perfectly honest, it's like, snap out of it. You know, how much worse does it really have to get? I mean, what the fuck are you people thinking? You know, I saw this freight train running right after 9/11. I asked when I watched the building come down in real time, because I was home that day, why didn't it just break off at the top where the impact hit was? And then months later, the answers came out. You know, whether they were real planes or whatever it was, whatever hit that building, that one impact where in the explosion most of the jet fuel went up in the explosion, and all the black smoke we saw was oxygen-starved fires that were extinguishing themselves, not to mention Building 7 that never got hit by an airplane, that fell in its own footprint at 5:28 p.m. or something like that day, that Larry Silverstein made a handsome sum on, and he admitted on camera was, he used a demolition term, that they decided to pull it. You can look it up for yourself. I mean, it's still, if you're looking 9/11 mysteries, look at the movie 9/11 Mysteries and get to the part where the fuck is saying it. You will see it's a demolition term. And this man who had leased these buildings, all three of them, I think, and there may be more in the complex, but the three primary ones he had leased for something like $14 million. And when the disaster occurred, he collected something like $7 billion or $7 billion or something like that. I mean, a huge sum. And he's still walking and dining and you know, being this evil, you know, little gnome that he is, walking the planet. He said on camera that they decided to pull it, and they watched the tower fall. Look it up. I'm not making it up. I'm not crazy. You can think I am as much as you want to, but I'm not. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I've seen the progression of the insanity. I am pissed because, you know, I knew what America used to be. When I could go to the beach, and going to the beach meant, you know, it was you and your family, the sand and the surf, and your sunburn. That's it. You go to the beach now, depending on what day you're going. I was on Labor Day weekend, like a year ago. There were these morons on ATV vehicles, all of them with like shaved head, sunglasses, and this stupid look on their face. 3 of them going in between the blankets at, you know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the Coast Guard boat going up and down the coastline, you know, searching for Al-Qaeda in a bikini bottom. And then, you know, a Coast Guard helicopter going overhead. Don't ask me for what reason. I went and talked to a lifeguard about it. I said, you know, why are they here? And he gave me some, well, you know, there's been like, you know, stabbings and stuff. They have to, you know, do it for the teenagers. I'm going, well, you know, they've got this great invention called cell phones. You know, and what you can do if there's like a disruption on the beach is you can use one of these things. And I mean, I wasn't quite so sarcastic, but it's just so moronic. I mean, and I talked to a few people on the beach, and they didn't like it either. Some of them were like, Who cares? I'm just amazed. So, I mean, you know, how much more are we going to put up with? I'm disturbed, and I'm past sad. And the last thing I'll talk about, because I'm losing my point here, because it's just so absurd, is the only thing that I really feel is going to give the right radical change, and radical means, you know, root, basis, you know, the radical changes that have happened since 9/11 are in the wrong direction. But we want to do something worthwhile that's going to help everyone on this country soil, is to reinstate Glass-Steagall. And the likelihood of that actually happening is very slim, I'm finding. But with what's happening in the bond market right now, with what's happening with quantitative easing, and, you know, the market's rise and fall on Ben Bernanke's, that fuckface's word, it's just absolutely amazing to me that if there is like a financial crash, these Russian troops that are, you know, they've been on our soil for decades, but, you know, it's just now being disclosed. Like, oh, you know, and the drones have been announced now, and, you know, NSA and the spying has been announced, and Eric Snowden is a bad man. You know, he's one of the, if he's authentic, he's one of the biggest heroes of the day. And he's just being demonized because he's telling the truth about all the laws being broken. But we need Glass-Steagall, because we need to take the debt and tell the globalists to shut it, and you know, to have a credit system that belongs to America, so we can fund what we need to fund as far as like rejuvenating the whole continent. That would be a splendid thing, because there's the programs that like NWAPA that has been mentioned before in one of my videos, like the SDE, look it up. You know, the whole electrical grid, anything else you can think of that can start the economy rolling in the right direction, and getting everything healthy again. It'd be, you know, the best thing, because right now it's in effect. Dodd-Frank will basically guarantee that at the bank's discretion, what happened in Cyprus will happen here, and that's called a bail-in. The bail-in means that, you know, your deposits, I mean, you think your money is safe in your account, it becomes like an unsecured obligation, or I don't remember the exact term. Look it up for yourself. But they will go into your account and take your money. They'll take a percentage. They may take all of it if they feel like it. So, I mean, look at it for yourself. I wish I had the type of imagination to make this shit up. I mean, I just, you know, I just follow what others say. I watch the actions of these maniacs, and I'm living it myself. If I told you guys what was going on in my life, I mean, it's going to be, you know, I'll be fine. You know, if the economy is sustainable, then I'm in the type of business that, you know, if it gets really, really bad, I have a service which people say you can't use anymore, Judy, love you, but you know, you got to go. And, you know, if I get employees later on, it's going to be the same for them. So, what I really want people to do, not that many people are going to view this. I really don't give a shit. I try and put something out there, because maybe sooner or later people are going to pick up on it. They're going to understand that, you know, I'm telling the truth along with other people that actually love humanity. You know, and you know, I just want men to grow a pair. You know, it's wrong that I should have more testosterone than most of the men I know anymore. That's really frightening. It's like just start caring. You know, get the fluoride out of your water. Get your fucking face from out of the tube. Stop watching TV, okay? And just, you know, start understanding that you're not the center of the universe. And you know, stop looking at appearances, okay? Stop looking at the physical form of everything, and understand the underlying features of what life is all about. Ugh. That's all I got. I really hope people just, you know, start thinking. I mean, the country that once was great, that once was America, the Republic is gone. We can get it back, I think, but not in this direction. People accepting checkpoints, people thinking that NSA spying is good, that they're safe from it, that it's all okay. That's just screwed up. Really screwed up. So I suggest that people just start understanding that you know, the Prince of Darkness has taken control. Not of me. No. But as far as like control of what is happening, the more people just acquiesce to this, the deeper we get into this tar pit. And I can't believe people are accepting it the way they are. I just, sometimes it just shocks me. And I'm surprised, I'm shocked after you know, living as many years after 2001 as I have, but I just see it getting worse and worse and worse. And it's like, how much worse does it really need to get? Because if you don't think that it's not going to become perfectly obvious when you're probably going to say, oh yeah, she wasn't that crazy, you know. Oh yeah, Alex Jones was not that crazy. The Drudge Report, wow, they were telling the truth. You know, wow, him linking to all of these other news articles in the alternative media, wow, he knew what he was doing. You know, oh yeah, Andrew Breitbart, wow, maybe he was murdered. Michael Hastings, maybe he you know, did have a bomb exploded his vehicle into the stratosphere. I mean, just wake the fuck up, please.